Hey everyone, welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. We are in, hopefully, the final part of our Tacano Research Facility playthrough on Jurassic Difficulty Challenge Mode. Um, I actually had to play quite a bit in between the last episode and now, mainly because pretty much every single one of my dinosaurs died from old age, and I've had to basically rehatch all the dinosaurs. I had to make a few changes. So somehow, even though I had more enclosures, I clearly miscalculated the amount of dinosaur reputation points that I would need. And basically, the way that I had these exhibits, there was no way I was going to meet 5 stars because my dinosaur reputation or dino rating there. So right now I'm at 6,900 and I need 7,600 to get to 5 stars for dino rating, and the facility rating, as you can see, is already fine. And basically because of the social limitations and the exhibits that I had planned out, it was impossible for me unless I genetically modified the a lot. Unless I remodified everything a ton and spent way more money on each dinosaur, there was just no way I was gonna do it. So anyway, I had to make a few changes. We'll just start from left to right. This enclosure is basically the same, just all the dinosaurs in it have died except for maybe a few Kentrosaurus. I have Brachiosauruses and Diplodocuses that have been modified, so they have higher ratings and different skins. I've rehatched most of the Kentrosaurus, and they all have higher ratings now. I got rid of all the Parasaurolophuses and I replaced them with more Kentrosaurus and Diplodocus and Brachiosaurus because I already had enough unique species. I have 4 more species than I need to get rid of the variety penalty. Let's send our ranger team out to cure this illness real quick. So that's what I changed in this enclosure. It's only Diplodocus, Brachiosaurus, and Kentrosaurus, and as you can see, the population is maxed out because Kentrosaurus is the limiting factor. In this enclosure, I removed the Sinoceratops, which was the limiting factor for the population, and I basically made more Centausaurus. I replaced Sinoceratops with Olorotitan, and so now I have a ton of dinosaurs in here, and I can put in more if I need to. I can probably put in 2 more and be okay as far as the population bar goes. Yeah, Olorotitan actually tolerates even more than Centausaurus does. So this is a Olorotitan, Centausaurus, and Gallimimus enclosure. Alright, next over here we still have the Deinonychus and the Acrocanthosaurus. However, both Acros died. This is the wetland skin, I think. It kind of reminded me of the J-Pog Acro with the yellow tints in it, so I picked that skin next. I think more dinosaurs are getting sick over here. Not yet. I rehatched all of the Deinonychus. They all have the jungle orange skin now, and they're still maxed out on their social bars. Thankfully, they seem to be fine as far as feeder placement goes. I haven't had any really issues with low health. The feeders seem to be dispersed well enough. Then I had to add a enclosure. The feeder is within view of this hotel anyway. The second half of it is not, but that's just kind of a sacrifice we had to make. This has Ankylosaurus, Crichtonsaurus, and Nodosaurus in it. And then as we go over here, this enclosure is much larger now. It expands all the way to the back of the park. I did that because I have, I think, 20 Dilophosaurus in here. I'm about to add another one, I think. And basically, there's so many Dilophosauruses, and there's also these 3 Ceratosauruses that the enclosure needs to be big enough for the Dilophosauruses to be able to eat and not be in a constant panic due to their proximity to the larger carnivores. Here's our jungle Ceratosaurus, by the way. One of my favorite skins in the game. And the monorail does go back through over here, so that does help with visibility at least. Our ranger did not hear them fast enough, apparently. What else did I do? I replaced a lot of the feeders with the extended feeders, so I don't have to worry about that as much. As you can see, I think I may actually have exhausted every dig site at this point. There are no more minerals for me to go after and bones to sell to expedite my funds. Thankfully I have quite a bit of backup cash though at this point. Of course they'd all be hiding in this heavily forested area, so it's like impossible for the rangers to get a clean shot. Let's see, I made this enclosure a teeny bit smaller to accommodate this enclosure. This enclosure now just has Maiasaura, Struthiomimus, Edmontosaurus, and Corythosaurus. And I believe it is maximized. Maiasaura is the limiting population factor here. And as you can see, its bar is fully maxed out. And I have a couple dinosaurs in here. I'm hoping that releasing these may put me over the bar. We need one more Dilophosaurus, apparently, because, yeah, its social can go up by one more. This is the longest I've ever had an illness go on. Okay, so we've got some kind of mediocre contracts going on, so I'm gonna just get rid of all these real quick and hopefully get some better ones. That one's probably not gonna help us. My idea with these Metriacanthosauruses is that I was going to put them in here with the Ceratosaurus, and they'll basically they're going to boost our dino score, and if the Ceratosauruses kill them, then they'll just absorb their rating, or vice versa. That's kind of what I'm hoping for with that, because I honestly do not have... I don't really have many other options at this point. My enclosures are all maxed out. And all the dinosaurs that I've released, I basically had a solid like 2 to 3 hours of gameplay of just constantly replenishing dead dinosaurs. So there's a lot of truth with, sometimes people will say if it's actually easier to beat Jurassic difficulty faster than slower, because if you take too long, you start having to have all your dinosaurs die. I just had a Torosaurus die, so we'll release one with a higher rating. And those two Metriacanthosauruses didn't quite get us to 5. They are tranquilized right now, so they're actually taking away from our score right now. So there's that, I guess. See what happens when they both land. Alright, got rid of that one. I don't need these anymore because I can no longer do expeditions, so... Like, even if I got a contract for one, I literally would not be able to do it. According to this, I think I could have one more, at least one more in that enclosure, so we will get a Centausaurus in the incubator. This exhibit should be plenty large for the Metriacanthosauruses. I need to make sure actually that, okay, good, the population bar is not exceeded. Right, and these guys are fine with it too. Dead Dilophosaurus, so we can replace that one with another upgraded one. So one thing that this has kind of taught me, and you know, I'm sure people knew this already, is that trying to build creative parks on Jurassic difficulty is just not necessarily compatible, especially on the smaller islands, because you have to have such a high dino rating. It basically kind of shoehorns you into using this exhibit. I remember saying I'm not going to use a Ceratosaurus Dilophosaurus enclosure, but I honestly don't think I have much other choice at this point. So... let's see if any feeders need refilling. We are getting pretty close, so there is that. One of my other ideas is the only other I think I can put in a dino or two in here. Maybe Crichtonsaurus is okay with it. Notosaurus would be okay with it. What about Ankylosaurus would be okay with it. Here goes another Torosaurus. And our incubator is full right now, so... hopefully this next round of 4 dinos will put us over the edge, and then we won't have to worry about it anymore. But anyway, what I was getting at is the Jurassic difficulty, it really kind of forces you to... on Isla Sorna, I had more freedom because the island is so big that I could kind of do what I wanted, but on these smaller islands, it kind of forces you to make small enclosures with some of the most, efficient dinosaurs, and having only efficient, enclosures. So instead instead of having a Cretaceous North America ecosystem with a Dracorex, a Struthiomimus, a Triceratops, and a Edmontosaurus, you need to have 3 separate enclosures so you can maximize the social bar of each without any problems. So, alright, these guys are fighting already. Hopefully they're able to just kind of coincide with each other and not kill each other. I'm hoping. Alright, well, Ceratosaurus took him down below half the fight, so we'll see how that goes. It's at this point when they're both under half that a lot of times they will just kind of leave each other alone. That metric. Oh, not yet. I'm surprised. Okay, they're done now. Ceratosaurus won that fight. Alright, let's get these 2 Dilophosauruses out, and let's get going on another Torosaurus. It kind of looks like we grabbed some mediocre contracts again, so dino rating, maybe we can get that one. Don't really have, I know there's, I don't really have, I'm too lazy to drive the Jeep over there at this point. I've basically just been operating the hatchery constantly for the past 3 hours of gameplay, but I didn't record any of it because it was so boring. It was just sending dig teams to sites I already had full genome to get more minerals, and replacing dead dinosaurs with slightly better dinosaurs, and that was literally it. Those guys actually gonna kill each other over there? I think that Metri is dead. No, not yet, surprisingly. Another stalemate. Well, this one's not a tornado, thankfully, because we would have heard the thunder by now. But we do have some damaged buildings, it would seem. Alright, release this guy. I guess we'll have to wait for that. There we go. This hatchery is like probably just like, I'm done. I've hatched so many dinosaurs. Leave me alone. Let's go have this guy drive out and heal. We'll shoot the Metries first because they're probably weakest. Yeah, there is no welfare penalty as of right now anyway. That is a dead Struthiomimus, so we'll move the Sintal first. See what I mean? That's just like, it was worse than this earlier as far as dinosaurs just dying constantly. I just took too long to get to 5 stars. So instead of having another Struthiomimus, I'm gonna have another Maiasaura, and that'll get us an extra, like, net 30 dino score, so I don't. Maybe that'll be the deciding factor. I don't know. Anything else died recently? I think I'm missing an Ankylosaurus. I can have another Ankylosaurus. That'd be good. Uh-oh, was that a Metri? Oh yeah, I got killed by, this is the Alpha Ceratosaurus. That's one of the ones that I've made, newer with more upgrades, so it would make sense that it killed it faster instead of going to a stalemate, so... Yeah, so see the Dilophosauruses are now maxed out on social. These two Ceratosauruses should actually... This one still has a while. This one is fairly young. And see, yeah, this one here is actually pretty old. It's like 20 age units, whatever you want to call it, over. This one's not quite that old. So... Alright. Oh, oops, I forgot the emergency was still on. My fault. Yeah, so, like, I have all the... I don't need... there's nothing left in here that, I mean, could necessarily help me, really. Unless I'm just totally missing out on stuff. This stuff is all so expensive, it would cripple my finances to buy any of it. I already did the improved marketing 1.0. We are really close, you can see down there. We need 350 more reputation, and we have a welfare penalty of about 100 right now. I think we're gonna keep going with our strategy of... We're gonna keep going with our strategy of having Metriacanthosaurus in with Ceratosaurus, I think. We'll give this one a different... There we go. Myosaura is ready. Something must have broke. I wasn't aware of. That'd be this guy. Yeah, as you can see too, there was a monorail here that I got rid of. I mean, it literally only had that one viewing vent, and so it allowed me to make the... It's probably hurting my dinosaur visibility, but it let me get rid of that whole extra area, and it let me make this exhibit bigger for the multiple species I was gonna put in it. Low health, that'd be this guy. And since the Dilophosauruses are at maximum social, they will, like, pseudo-fight each other. There's another stalemate between these guys. I'm gonna send my ranger teams out to heal them. Bullsaurus is ready. Another dead dinosaur. This one is probably one of my last of the first Kentrosauruses. Now, I would replace it with a Diplodocus, but I believe I have the maximums. Yeah, see, the social bar for Diplodocus is maximized, so I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna do another Kentrosaurus for that. I'm hoping that by the time, let's see, the part of it is you have such a constant stream of dinosaurs dying, and then you have to move in new dinosaurs that you constantly have a welfare penalty, it feels like. So I'm almost considering like just dropping in a random extra large carnivore in here and just letting it fight the Acrocanthosauruses, and I'll make sure that it's weak enough for the Acros to kill it, and then they'll get the combat reputation from it. We'll see. That'll be our plan B if these dinos don't get us over 5 stars. Release Diplodocus with rating 169. We'll get going on that one. Have to modify this a lot to get to that rating though, geez. I'm not doing that, because one, it's gonna cost a fortune. 2, I only have the success rate 4.0, and I don't really want to add more than that. That's an easy one, thankfully. Darn it, Isaac. What's funny is I might actually be able to do that. Actually, oh no, apparently not. Because I've deactivated a lot of stuff that I don't need anymore. Speaking of that, I know there's several things over here I don't need. Or just one, I guess. Cell 3 Huaynosaurus. I'm really hoping that I can just deliver this Kentrosaurus and that Metriacanthosaurus and we'll be over 5 stars, and then I don't have to worry about it. But just in case, we're gonna start incubating those 3 Huayangosauruses. I can probably just, the way the game works is I can probably just release them, and that'll get me my rating that I need. Who died now? One of the older Ceratosauruses died. Kind of, sadly, a good thing, because I can release another, much stronger one now. I already did the jungle pattern, so we'll do the coastal for this one. And as you can see, I had $9 million about 5 minutes ago, and I'm down to 5 million now. That Alpha Ceratosaurus kill another Metri? It did. Killed the... Not the one that I just released. This is the one that we just had, because it's the coastal one. So that Ceratosaurus has a pretty high rating now. It's roaring in slow motion because its health is kind of low. Entrosaurus is en route. I believe in this enclosure Torosaurus is the limiting factor. Oh, and... okay, now the population is fine. Well, that's in... did you see? I bet there was... the population was over because this dinosaur was flying over the exhibit, and I wonder if it, like, counted it as being part of it. That's super weird. Okay, this might get us over 5 stars. I'm not going to tranquilize them immediately. Just hatching these 3 Huayangosauruses might do it, possibly. There's another dead dinosaur, so there's no way we're getting it now. Poor little guys. Ceratosaurus is going on a killing spree again. What died over here? And Edmontosaurus. Alright, where's, is it the chief? Oh, no, this is one of the older ones, so that'll probably be a draw. Have them heal each other. Kill these while you're out here, please. So an Edmontosaurus just died. Well, how many of those do we have left? 1, 2... we have 2 of those guys left, so I guess we'll have a 3rd. Ceratosaurus is ready. I'm trying. We're at 4.9 stars. I'm trying to get there. We need to have a backup plan. We need to just have like one dinosaur that puts us over the edge. I'm gonna reset this guy's genes. Make sure that it doesn't freak out in the habitat. And that's gonna be our ace in the hole to make sure we get over the bar if we can't do it on our own. And we'll just throw that Carcharodontosaurus in with the Acros and the Deinonychus, and the Acro should probably kill it, because both of those are genetically upgraded Acros. Immediate fights. Oh, this is the alpha. He's gonna slay that poor little guy. Even with both of these guys still alive, we are not at 5 stars, so the Ceratosaurus killing the Metru will not help our chances. This guy's he's like just slayed everything. 342 rating Ceratosaurus. How much more do we need? What rate? We need like 271. What is this? 213. So we'll have another Metriacanthosaurus. We'll give this one a fighting chance. We'll modify it so that it can at least compete with the Ceratosauruses. Yeah, and like that's pretty much between the Metri and the Carcharodontosaurus. We're pretty much let's just get those out as quick as possible before any more dinos die or any storms hit. And that should get us to 5 stars, and then we'll be done. I'll save at that point, and then I might just go to the sandbox to showcase the hybrids, the Spinoraptor skin, and the Stegoceratops, just because I don't know if I'll have enough money to have one of each. They're both very expensive because they're hybrids, so if I have enough money to just have one of each, I'll do that. I'll fly the Spinoraptor into this enclosure and just watch it destroy everything. That'll be kind of fun. And I'll just have the Stegoceratops come out in here, and hopefully its comfort will last long enough. Get rid of that power station contract. Hopefully we're about to reach the other two. I think we can manage that. right there, surrounded by dinos, but none of them are eaten. That one's sleeping. Any of y'all about to eat? You're about to eat. Alright, it's a little longer. Oh, who just died? It was a Dilophosaurus. Alright, Carcharodontosaurus is ready. Oh, we're so close. If that Dilophosaurus had stayed alive, we might have made it. Alright, have fun. We'll see. Well, I'm curious. I'm pretty sure the Acros should win. Or at least be even. Like, no, never mind. Metriacanthosaurus is ready. Let's just, out of curiosity, while those dinosaurs are being moved, we've got, how much are these hybrids that I would like to show off? Spinoraptor, 2 million. If I add the skin, which we don't have yet, no, it'll be more expensive, basically. Stegoceratops, much more manageable, so at least there's that. Are you serious? I was like minutes away from getting the 5 stars, and now this might happen. Saving. Oh, and disease, because why not? It does appear that we are not having a tornado, though. I'm gonna send that team out to cure them, and I'm gonna send this team out to fix all the damage. Alright, the environment is big enough, it's just stressed out in the storm. We gotta go into capture mode to see these old rivals spar. Let me just take 5 years to get there. There we go. That's pretty cool looking. Headbutt. I've got to take a picture of that one. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff. I like the other angle because I love having the moon in the shot. It looks so cool. Acro's going in again. Sorry, this is just too cool to have this ability. It looks like they came out to a draw. Oh my god, we did it! Oh, we did it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Stegoceratops coastal and arid spinoraptor. It only took me 21 hours, over 21 and a half hours. And I say that with lots and lots of sarcasm. Oops, cancel those orders. Cancel that order. How do we get to 5 stars in the middle of a storm with the emergency on? Well, we have that Dilophosaurus. Wait, turn this off. Let's, keep healing over here. Who else is sick? Oh, this is the older Ceratosaurus. The Metri might actually kill it. Alright, let's get our new dinos incubating. Alright, it's the arid Spinoraptor. We're not gonna put on anything except for the skin. Because this thing is so expensive already. And the coastal Stegoceratops. That freaking headbutt is so good. Is he gonna? There's no way he's gonna take on both acros and live. There's no way. You're dead now, friend. This is acro territory now. We still have a sick dinosaur. Don't you drive right past it? Alright, Acra or Carcharodontosaurus slain in battle. But it took 2 of them to bring him down though, so. Alright, so there we go. We have a dead dinosaur, and Carcharodontosaurus just died, so we already are below 5 stars again. However, that is not really a concern right now. We just want to see our 2 new skins. I'm going to change the lighting to daytime so we can better see them. And then I'm gonna be completely honest, this will probably be my last Jurassic difficulty challenge for a little while. He's taking on the big boy now. There's so many dinosaurs that I really like in this game that Jurassic difficulty does not really encourage you to use. It kind of encourages you to use the same 20 dinosaurs, and there's almost over 60 of them. So, that tree is dead, sadly. So, that's kind of what I am thinking of as of right now. We will see if that changes, but there's a summer update on the horizon, supposedly. That Prehistoric Kingdom game that I've mentioned, I got a update recently. Supposedly that is coming out later this year. And, what else? Planet Zoo got announced, which looks really cool. I'm just hoping my computer will be strong enough to run it. How are these guys coming along? Spinoraptor's not even half done yet. What's interesting is I honestly feel like this is one of my better planned parks, and it was probably one of the most difficult to get to 5 stars that I've had. So it's kind of a bit goofy in that regard. I think I tried to make it too fancy, and the game just didn't like that. Fancy is not the right word. I tried to make it have more variety and was penalized for it. even if I think the park looks a little bit nicer. Alright, here's our coastal Stegoceratops. Ooh, it's like black and red. Yeah, it's gonna not be comfortable because there's gonna be way too many dinosaurs and it doesn't have enough friends. I'm just gonna go ahead and save right now. Because I'm eventually just gonna have to tranquilize and sell this poor guy. But yeah, the skin looks pretty cool. Dark. I like the... It's kind of like a coastal and rainforest skin mixed is kind of how I describe it, I guess. We could have the Spinoraptor fight it. That would be kind of interesting. We'll make this area a little bit larger. So annoying. I think it's because it's too close to a dinosaur or something. Alright, here we go. The arid Spinoraptor. The default skin itself kind of looks like an arid skin, so I'm a little curious to see what this one looks like. So much more yellowy. Assuming these two are gonna fight. Alright, we'll be in capture mode for sure. Oh, I like this picture. Anytime you can sneak something in the background, like a mountain, or the moon, or a twister, that just makes me excited. Let's see if we get anything cool looking. From this angle, you can't see the skin color of the dinos as well. We'll just stick with here. He's just, you're about to get pounded, little man. Well, honestly, you could probably, if you just see this picture, you would just think that the Triceratops just impaled it on its nose. Just, I think it dodged it. Alright, they to a draw. Well, anyway, as far as the skins go, those are both pretty neat. Nothing over the top crazy. The Stegoceratops coastal kind of looks like a coastal and a rainforest combined, whereas the Spinoraptor is like a golden Spinoraptor. So if you're into like gold skins, then there you go. But that is it for this playthrough. I really hope you all enjoyed it. I promise you didn't miss much in the several hours of gameplay in between the Acrocanthosaurus video and this one. It was basically just dinosaurs dying for 2.5 hours and replacing them with slightly better genetically modified dinosaurs to get my dino rating to creep up, and that was pretty much it. So with all of that being said, I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I'm gonna tranquilize these guys in case I ever decide to come back to this island. And I hope y'all enjoyed this Jurassic difficulty playthrough on the Tacano Research Facility, showcasing the new carnivores, and also our new skins for the Spinoraptor and the Stegoceratops. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.